Workplace abuse affects the entire family. It became a catalyst for change for Tiana Mumford after working in the healthcare industry for over 25 years. Great performance reviews didn't hold a candle to the company's narrative. That's when Tiana knew it was time to divorce her job.
Told my attorney, I'm not into the like, oh, I want this person, I want my supervisor gone. No, I
Right.
never said that because that maliciousness is not in my heart. But I do think that she needs some coaching. I said that from, day one, because just because you're a supervisor, everybody is not meant to be a manager or a
Right.
supervisor.
Mm-hmm.
So and you can't be playing the fields and XYZ, and then you're being two-sided. It doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
What
Yeah.
happens is you end up losing good employees, and that's the thing. I've even had providers tell me that. That's it's a shame because then you lose all the good ones, and then here come people afterwards, and they never live up to even the work that you were doing.
Mm-hmm.
You
Absolutely.
So it is very unfortunate. It really is. And until we have a change, like I said, from a federal level, it's just going to keep on happening. And that's another reason. I'm like, you know what? Really change anything? Because these people still going to be doing what they're doing. She's probably still sitting in her seat. Still, she may not, maybe she did it to someone else, maybe not. I don't know. But I did not want it to happen to anyone. And that was what I was clear with my attorney. I don't want her to get fired, but I do want it to change.
Yeah. And I think that's what we're talking about. It's no one is perfect, but we're all adults and we're smart enough to know that this behavior is wrong because we talk about it being wrong in high school and middle school. And I don't understand why people believe that just because you graduate from high school, all of a sudden the bullying stops. Like these are the same people who are going into college, graduating, going into the workplace, and they have not dealt, let's keep it real, if we were to look at these people's backgrounds, 9 times out of 10, there's some kind of trauma that has happened in their lives that they have not addressed. And as you mentioned, you don't necessarily want someone to get fired, but at least let's all be willing to have a real grown folk conversation and say, you know what, this person here, we are going to give you a second chance. We need to help. We want to help you. If you want to stay as a leader and or a supervisor, we're requiring you to get the work. Go get the work, have the work done, meaning go through therapy, take a course, whatever it takes so that you can become a better person. Because I do believe in second, even third chances sometimes. People have the capacity to change. But if we're allowing people to not change, and if we keep telling people, oh, whatever you're doing is fine and it's all right, and no accountability, then no one's going to change. And we're going to continue to be talking about this years upon years upon years after we're gone. I know you don't want it for your children. I certainly don't want it for my child, which is
No.
why we're going so hard.
Yeah. And I think, because people are like, oh, with the DEI, okay, and that's fine. I won't because it's all politics. But, honey, they had the DEI in place when it happened to me. And when it happened to you, did it stop anything?
Didn't stop a
It didn't
doggone thing.
stop a darn thing.
Mm-mm.
And that was another thing. Like, no, I'm not going to. No, that's why I was like, I'm done because DEI, like, they'll continue depending on who you have in the supervisor seat.
Right.
It's just going to continue to happen because unless you move or coach that
Right.
person,
Right.
going to keep on doing the same. It's a cycle, you
It's a
know.
cycle. It's a cycle.
So I'm just like, no, it's not. But I think what it is when you have a voice and that voice, because I'm not the one like, oh, I'm just talk, talk, talk. No, I talk when you come to me, But the thing is, when you come to me and I have something to say, then you're like, oh,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but I'm
Mm-hmm.
not going to be falsely accused. I'm not.
Right.
I'm not going to do that. It's not even worth it.
Right. Absolutely. You know,
No.
when you talk about it not being worth it, let's end with this. And I always tell people that when they're sharing their stories before they even come out publicly, they share it with their family, their spouse, their partner, maybe their children know because our kids, girl, our kids know us. They know us. They pick up on what's happening. As much as we think we're keeping them out of the loop, they're like, what's going on at work. Like they talking about they're calling your coworkers by first name. Like, so what's Sally doing today?
Yes, it got to the point where my daughter was like, I'll just get a job for you, mommy. You know, I don't want you to be dealing with that. And what's her name
What's
again?
her name? Right. They're up in it, right? They're in it. So we don't want that to happen anymore. So here you are now. You have moved on. You're in a better place. You're working with End Workplace Abuse, the Indiana chapter, to help pass the WPSA, which we thank you. We thank you. We thank you. We thank you for being part of the local chapter or the state chapter. So when people tell their story for the first time, most people go, I don't believe that. I don't believe that goes on. Like they literally don't believe our stories. And yet I think to myself, why would we make something up like this? Because of all that we get, the backlash, the financial toll, the emotional and physical toll and pain. Nobody wants this. We would not ask for this. We don't seek it out. So the stories are the real deal. It's not a narrative. It's not a story. It's not a Shonda Rhimes made up storybook or a TV show. This is the real deal. This is going on. And when you know that 50 million plus people are dealing with this in this country alone, then it's happening across the board. All backgrounds, races, cultures, nobody is immune. Workplace abuse does not discriminate. But now that you're on the other side, I tell people all the time that, your story matters. Your story, what happened to you, your experience matters. And it's important for us to tell the story so that we can normalize this, if you will, so that we can find a solution and normalize the solution and make sure that the bullying hopefully is eliminated or at least preventable, if not totally eliminated. So the question is, how do you in this space now that you're on the other side, thankfully and prayerfully, God bless you. So happy that because your smile is amazing. I could tell, girl, you're like, I'm living my life. I'm doing what I love to do. How do you now thrive in life? How do you embrace the freedom that you have now so that you choose better, you choose wiser moving forward in all aspects of life, not just in terms of a job, but just in life in general.
You know, I take one day at a time, and it definitely is because I have stepped into in another realm of working. Even though I work for myself, I had the flexibility to pick,
Yeah.
so I am working at a faculty level position,
Mhm.
and you have some type of healing because one, you can't look at everybody the same as what those people did to you, right? Because
Right.
not. So you have to have some type of healing in order to even step in another realm of getting another position.
Mhm.
Because otherwise you wouldn't be ready. And it's a scary thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
man, I was just with these people and you looking around the corner and
Mhm.
like, when they going to start acting a fool,
Right.
but everybody is not like them,
Mhm.
So all I can do moving forward, just the same, I shine my light over there for 23 and a half years.
Oof.
So that, they tried to dim it. That's basically what it was. That light was tried to dim. But
Oof.
God said another way. So I'm going to take this very light and I'm going to take it somewhere else.
Mm.
That for myself and in this faculty position, and I'm going to go where my light is wanted.
Yes. Shine, girl. Keep shining. Keep shining. I love you. I am so grateful. One of the best things that probably, not one of the best, it is literally like top three best things that has happened as a result of this experience. I have met some of the most incredible people across this nation and in the state of Indiana because of this experience. I met you, and I just count you as one of those, like a sister, girlfriend, like prayer warrior, and I'm just so, oh, I'm so full. I'm so full. And girl, don't make me cry. Girl,
And
don't make me cry. I remember our first conversation when you reached out to me and you were like, okay, this is what's going on. And I didn't know you from Adam. I didn't know you from Eve. But I was clear that if someone ever called me and wants help, what do you want? What do you need to know? Because I don't want anyone else to go through this. So I just want to give kudos to you because I know your story from the beginning. I've seen you grow. I am so eternally grateful that I was able to help you in any form or fashion, and you're helping other people. How you continue, like it's like a tree. There's a foundation, and it just continues to grow. How we're all helping each other get to the other side so that we can thrive. Because thriving, God meant for all of us to thrive in life, not
Yeah.
for us to be in dire straits in the workplace. That is not what He has for our lives, for no one. And I'm just so grateful to say that I can call you friend.
So grateful. And I want to say thank you so much from the bottom and the top of my heart, Andrea. Because you've heard me cry. I've called you crying. You've heard me in the middle of work sections, y'all, and coaching me through just to get through an 8-hour shift. So
Yeah.
even if they are afraid to, speak up, but it's that support system. It's the support system, my sisters, my mother, my husband, friends, and a lot of my friends don't even know, but that closeness and having the EWA Indiana chapter, I've gained so many sister friendships, including you, and I'm so internally grateful for, because we need it. That's what gets you through. That's what gets you through. So even if they're afraid to say anything, at least plan your own strategy. Get with your support group. Find you one. Heck, you come on over to us.
Okay.
Yeah, come on over to us and like help us, because it is a playbook, and I'm telling you, if you don't have that support, if you don't have, and even if you do, it's helpful. Okay, it's helpful to have that support. The village, it's the village.
It's the village. It is the village. I'm so happy to be part of the village with you.
Yes, thank you so much for even embracing me, and thank you for listening to me, because it takes a lot, and I know it takes a lot for people to reach out and start talking.
It does.
It's a lot, because you're like, oh, I don't want, and does she know that person? What do you got to
Yeah.
be careful? So it takes a lot. But when you get to the point where you are tired of being tired, that's what my mother said. When you're tired of being tired, then you do something.
Whew, girl, that is the way to end it. When you are tired of being tired, then you do something.
Thank you so much.
Yana, we appreciate you, my love. Thank you so, so very much.